All right, cool. So we're back here. We've Dockerized a Cali image with your code on it, so we can play in a sandbox easily. And this is Docker Compose to run it in real time. This line mounts our current volume. So if I make changes here, um, we run as root. Smiley face. Then, if you head that, you can see it's, I don't have to restart my Docker. It's like I'm editing a shared file system from my host. So this is how I do all my development nowadays, is in a Dockerized environment like this. So we
Yo,
have, let's just do like, debug or something. So what happened the first time we did it? Because there were some errors here. So let's do first attempt. This was after
I
we.
think you have to put the equal to sign in the path one, so it won't confuse the people that you have to enter the directory path in that.
Let me just get. Okay, so what were you saying there?
Fixing the script. Go back to script.
Okay, you know what I can do too to make this a little easier?
Yeah, noise.
Okay, so I don't really need that open. What are we
Go to
doing?
the auto. Yeah.
Okay.
So here's no enter the location directory location. So you can put either equal to, or you can put a space between columns or double dot, whatever you say.
I guess I don't follow what you mean by the equals or the space, because you're just.
No, because the first error what you got for directory location you entered to save the test. Okay, fine. You got the error in 19th line. Okay, so cddr. It didn't dr the directory. cd. Yes.
So this has to exist first.
Yeah, you have to give some sort of directory path
Okay.
where you want to save the data.
Okay. So
Like
so
if I'm
read
doing
dir
the
occasion you enter to save progress. So what you could do here is, if d dir, if it's a directory, um, or better yet, you could say if it's not a directory, then echo failed, or like director not found. Make it simple. Dir, and then exit with an error code. And now you know if it gets past there, it exists. So if I
yeah.
do auto scan sh, enter poop, and then it's gonna bail, right? So
Yeah, you have to enter some sort of path first.
the other thing you could do, let me, do I still have that
If you
open?
put the slash call in it, it will take the path for that.
If you put the what?
Any directory location you'll put there.
So here I'll copy a little function, that a bash function that I like to use. Um, I think you can put it lower. Would you rather have my function up here so it's more obvious?
Yeah, you can try whatever you want.
This is just a yes confirm prompt. So it's doing like the read in, and it defaults to yes. So if anything that resembles no will quit, and anything else is yes. So what you can do is, if not directory, dir not found, if confirm yes, create dir now, or yeah, just create dir now. then make dir p dir make dir p dir else.
Actually, there is a mess going on if I note it. See, we already may enter the location. Then we give it gave the IP. Now it's showing your IP, the IP you provided. Then add the directory name. If it's a CTF, then it will go for the CTF. Or if it's not, then it will remove that.
So all I comments as I go. If provided dir is not a directory, ask user to create or quit. So basically, if I do the same thing now, it'll say, I didn't find it. Do you want to make it? And I can say no, and it'll say boarding. Or I can try it again and say, ooh, create dir now, yes. And now it should have just made it for me, right? So now I can keep going. So I'm trying to do this, and then another dir, so CTF test. Dir to save your progress. IP. So what's the purpose of the CTF dir?
Actually, I made it for bug bounty and CTF. If like I'm scanning somebody else network, so I have to put the IP and I want the directory with the name of IP rather than CTF box name.
Okay,
But if I'm doing CTF, so I will put IP and afterward I will put CTF name because I want rather than IP, or I will go for the CTF box name if it's I'm
got
doing
you.
CTF scan. So I'm
Okay,
killing two.
so if you look at this, now we have other errors. So you remember what I first started talking about in this section and like the comparisons?
Or would you like me? You want me to make a chart for that flow chart?
No, 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 that's fine. I'm following it now. But this is what you were asking me about before. Is like the syntax here is not
Maybe the problem.
yeah. So you're doing a make dir results going into results, and
Yeah.
if one of these, you're going to go into one of those.
So
Um,
it will make the directory with the name of these. Either it will create directory with the CTF name, or if it's not a CTF box, it will create a directory with the IP.
hmm Okay, so we have whatever dir you give it, we'll auto create it for you. We're auto creating results and doing that. Um, so what we see here is on line 54, you're trying to check for this. So
Yeah.
what is our error here?
So it's like if I give the CTF name in it on the line 44, then it will make the CTF box name. Otherwise, I want to skip that condition and just make the directory with the IP I
I
previously gave it.
the syntax here is wrong. Do you see what the error says over here? And can you figure out what it what you want it to check if CTF not blank, but it's doing something different. Can you tell what it's
Yeah,
doing based on what I inputted here? I said dir name CTF test. What did it try to do with that input here?
it wasn't able to find that directory.
It
Come on, not
is
found.
trying yeah, it's trying to execute something. So
Yeah,
yeah, the syntax here, typically when you're comparing strings, you can do a global quote around a variable like that, and if it's not set, it will evaluate to blank. But if you're going to be doing string compares or other things that aren't more native to Bash, you definitely, or usually want a double bracket compare here. And the spacing,
yeah.
I think, matters. So
Now this time it might work.
now we have, um, you know, going through all this. If this, then we're going to do this stuff. Um, and then we got the tools. I guess I can leave a space. That's what you had before. And then we get all the way down to the tool stuff here. And if you
Yeah,
remember, we also had syntax errors down there,
Line 61.
which is changed quite a bit because I've added stuff. So we'll see what the new line is once we get back there. So let's try it again.
Yeah.
Auto scan, enter directory location, new
Try
scan.
to put slash rather than new scan. Okay.
Oh,
Create
okay.
directory
So
now.
like for the root, you mean? Like
Yeah, it will directly create a directory in root
I
because
see.
you are entering a location,
Yep.
not a creating the new directory.
Enter the new scan. So it doesn't exist. We can create it.
So your directory, so you're making a directory in Kali rather than on root.
Well, let's test it.
You have to put the path in it.
Well, I thought you said you wanted me to start with a slash or put it in root.
No, you have to put the path. Actually, I'm asking for the path of the directory you want to save the file, so it will create afterward the files for you.
Yeah, I thought you wanted us to test a root one. I mean, I'm following the rest of it. So we got our IP, dir name, CTF1. Cool. So no errors so far, right? We've gone through. We've
So
generated a
check
new.
if it created the directory there or not.
Let's finish the script. I haven't actually tested it
Yeah,
once, so let's go
you
with an
can do
nmap.
that also.
So now we're going to get our new errors of the syntax
Next is
on the new lines. So we'll put this as our next
line 92.
debug. So yeah, we got 92.
And what we got in 92?
That's your default case handler. So it looks like this one wasn't terminated.
Okay, I didn't put the double
Yeah,
colon there.
that might be it. I think you might need
Yeah, I
it.
didn't put the colon there.
So we try that. And so if I go to, so ls here, I have the
It
poop
created a
test.
result directory.
So if I go here, okay, so it didn't actually do that on the root. I guess that's probably okay. Oh, it did. Why didn't I see it there? Oh, there it is. So here, this is the structure that it made for us. It's working. You see,
Yeah.
that's what you want. You give it whatever your base directory is, and it generates results,
After it will create a result in it.
and then CTF. So let's try it again. Or sorry, Cali. Let's do auto scan, and we'll do. So if we just say no to CTF, then it should be the IP this time, right?
Yeah, we'll skip the CTF this time.
Cool. So now what does an nmap do? Nmap command not found.
Hello, hello.
Oh, why it doesn't find it? It is
Yeah.
already there.
Well, I'm on Cali Docker, so I'm sure that they're pretty lightweight.
No, I don't have the tools in it. Yo, you already filled through.
What's up?
Nothing, just working on some. Okay.
So now we know what tools we need. This is where we add it to our Docker file,
No.
so it will be there every other time.
As for the tool, I have to add as many as I can. So I don't want to be that guy who always just look there and there, cat again and again. I just want to open the files, whichever I want, and took the content from it.
Can I just do app now? I guess so. They're making it so much easier these days. Okay, cool. So now, just to show, we can actually say the command here. Can be your script. We'll build this again. It'll automatically install or not install apt clean service wp
I
set.
think you haven't give the path. Actually, you have to add script also, maybe. Or is it in
Oh no,
directory paste
I
tool?
didn't copy. I butchered my own
WP scan, yeah.
copy paste. Caution and scripts. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Apt. It. Is that actually a thing? Yeah, it is. I just don't
apt is already logged.
yeah, I haven't cleaned. It seems too easy for me. I feel like.
apt does not have a stable CLI interface. Use with caution and strict.
Yeah, that's why I try with the other one. So now it should be automatically ready to go. Actually, hold on, check this out. Exit. This image is your image. So if I just say run Cali, it's going to run your script.
Yeah.
So, yay. Doesn't exist. Sure. Um, one, two,
Enter the
three,
IP
three,
you
two,
want to
one.
scan.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. That's not valid, by the way.
It will do something at least.
Yeah, but it should be. Hey, look at that.
Nice, it worked.
So now
It worked.
we have our yay results one and IP and map, which is what you want,
Yeah.
right? So here's our this one
Yes.
is BS. Oh, it's all root. It's all owned by root. I'll have to sudo kill those test folders. But yeah, now you can see all we have to
Now
do
I
is
have. I
run
also want to add one more thing. I want to select multiple commands.
add dir
So I think for that I'm gonna need use
CTF.
comma for that.
I just wanted
Try
to.
try to use comma with that. 1, 3, comma. Yeah, Nick2 is working.
I just want to make sure
Which
that yeah. So now when I did it once with an IP and once with a CTF, so we're getting those separated like you wanted. So you're trying
yes.
to take the bash for tool in tools. So read a tools. Oh yeah, it might actually just work as space separated. I've never done that as a read input. Are you okay if I do that with the tabbing here? Just for
You already have a script. You already have access of my repository. Do whatever you want.
Okay, cool. So our Nico scan is done. Um, what did you want me to test? We want to do the multiple tools?
Yeah, I would just want to add multiple tools at once, so it will just do AFK scan.
Okay.
Let's skip this. Who need this?
So one.
1, 3.
I think it'll actually work if I do it space. Let's test it.
Yeah, sure.
No.
I think we're gonna need comma for that.
So yeah, that's not ready for the input. So yeah, there's different ways to do this. So you want it to be a comma separated list?
I don't want to separate it, but I want to put it in one single line where it can
I
read.
know, but I mean it's a single string of
And
things separated
if
by
you don't
commas,
mind,
right?
if you don't mind, can you add the comment here in line 79? So when the tool, it will ask for tools, so you can put the tools there.
Okay, so you're saying for tools, select multiple tools for a scan. Yeah, let's just say
Yeah.
like at the bottom here. Use
No, you can. You should put
comma
it in
for
the read line on line 81 because it will. They will put it afterwards the comment.
I don't follow what you're saying. I'm sorry.
No, on line 44 it's saying add the directory if it's name if it's CTF. Add the same select enter the
I
selected
see.
tool here.
I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, I was a little lost. So read,
Enter the selected tool here, or select enter the tools you want to
yeah,
use, something like that.
selected tools, or tool, comma,
Separates.
something like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So when you will put the tool names there, so it will automatically took it from there.
So one thing that I like to do is shorten the lines like that,
Yeah, sure, you
and then
can short it.
we can change,
Indentation.
yeah, some of the indenting here so that it's looks like that, if that's all right. So the main thing here is that tools is still a single thing. Bash doesn't know that it's really a loopable thing until you kind of explain to it how to loop. So if you want it to be comma separated, what you can say is for tool in, and then you can use what is it, the little shorthand. I think I'm looking at a reference up here.
I'm entering
Comma.
tools in tool.
Yeah, yeah. So for tool in tools split on comma. Now it knows that it can select those from this list broken on a comma.
Uh-huh.
So, and we can
What
also validate this, right? If tools is empty, and then if you
Then
want,
go back
you
to
you could
tools
you could also put this
line
whole
60.
thing in a loop, right? Like run one, let them run another one, let them run another one until
No,
they.
no, no, no. We don't want that
Oh,
one.
you want to just have
Uh,
it be automated?
I just want to sit AFK until it done the scanning.
Okay, so yeah, I
Uh,
guess you're right.
because otherwise it doesn't matter how many times I run it. It remains the same. I can do that manually.
Let's rebuild. I'm gonna step away for a minute, grab coffee refill. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So let's try this one more time. We're in here, directory location, multi. 10.10.12, 3, 4. No CTF. What am I doing wrong here?
We got another
Oh, it
error.
should be P, right? What is read? I'm actually not sure. Not gonna
I
give me.
think A was for multiple inputs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think based on what you were saying, we would actually want to do it this way. Multi 10.10.234. You give it the same name. Okay, so now this is what you would like it to be, right?
Yeah.
And so you want just nmap. Let's make sure one still works. No, it does not. Line 107.
For some reason it dropped that also.
Oh, because I opened an if statement that I never finished. So if tools is empty, echo.
Go back to the line 62. No, not 62, but 64.
Yeah, so if you want, you could try to figure out that kind of looping flow, which would help this. But for now, let's just check it, and if you didn't do it, we're not going to continue. Multi, turn that to now, 1, 2, 3, 4. CTF test. So let's do just one and map. That's working, right? Cool.
Actually, single tool is working, but I want to use multiple tools.
I know. I'm just we're regression testing as a software engineer. Every time you make a change,
Yeah.
you want to make sure you didn't break all the other shit that you did
Deep
before.
digging.
You know. So we're just making sure that works. CT2. So now we can do 1 and 3. So the commas
And
are
it
not.
broke.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually never tried to do something this way. Whenever I do multi, I've done it differently. This is an interesting
It's
approach.
time to Google. Or is there anybody good here with the bash and tell us what to do next?
Yeah, no, we got it. I know what we need to do. Oh, cool. Yep.
Yeah.
This is some good posts here.
What
Snipe, bro, I
is
wanna ask you something.
What's up?
Are you familiar with Java?
A little bit. I haven't done Java in a long time.
Because I might have a question, but not now, yani. Just
Cool.
Mhm.
All right, I'm doing a really quick sanity check up here. Yeah, this is a fun use case because I haven't had to do this before, but we'll figure it out.
man? Why is your screen freezed?
Mine?
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
freezed when you.
I'm sorry. I'm on another
Okay,
monitor.
you're typing on another monitor. Fine.
Yeah. So I'm looking at things people have done. You can do. This is pulling from a list here, but the problem is that the comma is going to. I think it's a special thing on the input. It's opening like a new window. It may have something to do with Docker too. But let's just see what this. So this is going to loop through, right? If we were going to do. So what if we do? That was the original thing that you had, wasn't it? Read A tools. So what happens if I just do it this way? Yay! See that?
Oh, it works.
This is just trying to test. This is what you wanted the first time when you had read A tools. What you needed was this like IFS separator thing. I forget exactly what that is. Telling it it's a comma separated, and then this is how
I
you can.
think
This is how you loop through them.
something.
It's not as easy as just I in tools. This is the syntax for like array reference. So now that we have learned that, let's bring it over here.
I think you have to change the name for that.
Yeah, I think you can combine those. Yeah.
Or the
Yeah.
fields you have to put tools there, maybe.
Yeah. So you can say read prompt A tools. You want comma separated, right? Equals comma. And now it's an array, so we don't want to check that. We could check the
So
count of it.
you don't have to remove the minus a for that?
No, we want the minus A.
No, minus p. Sorry, minus p in
No, the P is
line.
the prompt, and the minus A tells it to be an array. So I just tested up here that exact question. I did P hello A fields, test hello 1 2 3 4 fields. So I just quickly sanity checked exactly that to make sure you could do that. So for here, you'd say for tool in the array of tools, do my stuff, and now we delete this, and now we should work. So let's try it. Array.
Again, broke.
Not quite.
I think it didn't add the tool on line 7 maybe.
Okay, so it's not even doing anything. Oh, because I didn't change this name. This
Yes.
tools, not fields. That was from
That's what I was talking about.
LLL. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, so at least now that's working again. Now
Oh,
we'll
the
do
same script.
1 and 3. That's a good sign. Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, nice. Start working. Oh, finally, I can multiple tools in it.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. So we can do one more check, and maybe I didn't install all these tools, but I could do WP scan. Wait, I thought one of these was WP scan. Oh, you didn't have all of them in here yet.
Yeah.
So I guess we can maybe add that one.
Actually, I stopped because I didn't tag any of them.
Do you remember the syntax for WP scan?
I think -u for that. If you want to put the URL or IP there. Minus URL.
Uh-huh. All right.
Yes.
And that's with HTTP, right? That's not. Are you giving it an HTTP prefix for these ones, or can you just
Well,
do
it
IP?
doesn't matter if I put the IP rather than
It'll do it automatically.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it should.
So just a basic scan. Check it out.
Shouldn't ask for the
All right, so let's clear all of our testing stuff. Git status is not installed, so never mind. What did we create?
He created just
Yay,
an AFK tool right now.
Yeah, I don't want to. I guess it's all in Git, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. All right. Yay.
Results.
All of these, right? Except for scripts. Was scripts yours?
Yeah. But I don't think you edited the script one.
Yeah, okay, so now we just have debug Docker, and so I can delete the debug file, because that was just to debug. I just clean it up. So here is a preview of all of our changes. And we have a smiley face on your root message. We've got our yes confirmation helper to auto create a directory for us if it doesn't exist. A little bit of indentation. We had to change this syntax to check it, so it would actually check the string compare.
Well, you got yourself a YouTube video.
I do. I know. I've been recording. This will be a really good first video. Thank you. This was a fun little exercise. So, yeah, the key learnings are, the syntax here you already knew, is the array syntax in Bash is kind of strange. So get familiar with the bracket and the @ symbol, like is kind of a reference pointer to like looping through this array. Read-p is just the prompt, so it can be combined with -a for a list input. And the IFS is like a well-known environment variable name because I've used that with a lot of other read stuff in the past scripting. So by prefixing this with ifs, you're saying read this as an array and it's saying separated by a comma. So by doing that, now we can loop through it with this syntax. So, and we Dockerized it, which is a really basic Docker setup. So like it's literally this and this. So, pretty cool, huh? I guess I could add some usage. Oh, no, you could play with it, I guess. Do you have a README in here? Is it? Add one. What was I actually running? Run Cali bash. And just run, right? Or up? Or run Cali? Yeah. Build simple Cali image with scripts.
With scripts running
Cali
inside.
like everything that we do is just mounted at /Cali, and that is our working directory. So that's how it's easy to use. So that'll build it, and then we can do run default script and container auto sh, and that's literally just run Cali, or you can say run a like raw bash within Cali container would be docker compose run Cali bash.
Or you can even download it if you want by doing git clone.
Yeah, lots. I'm just giving you the documentation of what I just did. If you wanted to reference it later.
Oh, I rarely use Docker for that.
Yeah, I don't have some of the stuff on here, and I was curious. I've never done Cali Docker. It's actually really cool. This is Cali, but like vanilla. Like it doesn't come preloaded with everything, so you just get to pick what you want. Or
What
at
do you
least.
mean by Cali?
Sorry.
What does Cali do in this instance?
Well, I wanted to test his script in the context of a Kali OS, like in a sandbox, and I'll do a VM on here eventually, but I just Googled it and they have a Cali Docker, so we just said from Cali Docker install nmap Nico. Oh, so let's install the rest of the scripts that you want to use so it supports everything.
It's gonna take so much. This is not my limit right now. I want to add so many things here.
Okay, so I'll make it. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't have to be Docker. That's just me being lazy, and kind of a quick Docker crash course for you guys. Is it okay if I put it on master? I should maybe make a branch to PR for you.
Yeah, you can do whatever, because it's not like public yet, so others can't be able to access.
You could go lighter on the image, no?
Ah, damn,
What's that?
bro, change your holy voice.
Wait a bit.
You're touching my soul with this voice, man.
Oh yeah, your mic is breaking up now too. Well,
Is it
anyway,
better?
that was really cool. So I will give you a pull request with a bug, a documentation enhancement. Huh. Woo! So now you can see, you know, a full summary of everything that we did.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. That was fun. I'm glad we fixed it.
Yeah, I have so many ideas in my mind.
Well, yeah, keep making stuff, and we can keep pairing on things and building cool shit. So I'm gonna take a quick break and save this video, and this is gonna be my very first content post on my new YouTube. So I'm gonna do much more of these. If anybody
Yeah,
else
if you
wants
want
to.
more content, I have so many ideas in my mind right now.
So do I. It's never ending. That's why I'm so excited. You know, we'll never run out of things
I'm just too
that we
lazy to
want to
make a
do.
video about something.
That's okay. Well, I'm excited to see how this comes out. So I'll be back in here and hop and see you guys probably 20 minutes or so. So
Yeah, sure, no problem. I'll test this script till then.
cool. Well, first video out of the way, doing some bash stuff. A lot more of that to come.